walking out on us. Oh, or am I losing touch? Too many games, now all our chips are lost. Oh, luck was not enough. I opened my eyes. Tonight I feel like waking to life. Tonight I feel like waking up. Tonight I feel like waking up.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. Monday Night Prime Time is underway. Samaje Perine on the return. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, won his second Comeback Player of the Year award last year with a career-best season. Now in year 6 here in the NFL, it's Joe Burrow.
Joe showed yet again, when healthy, and this guy is an MVP caliber player. He was a stat monster. Almost 5,000 yards passing and 43 touchdowns. And really elevated the Cincinnati team, especially defensively with a lot of flaws, right to the precipice of the playoffs.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. The play clock runs out, so this will be a delay. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 1st down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that 1st down flag.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Stop.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. They're going the wrong direction. He's going to be sent backwards to their own 3. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. His first throw is an interception. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Dolphins bring this back inside the 10-yard line before going down.
Intercepted. Sets up a 1st down and goal at the 8-yard line.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal.
Ready. Out.
Trying to run it in. Achane. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. Devon Achane with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. Cincinnati headed back out for its second drive now. And time to hit a quick reset here, partner, after they find themselves behind following that opening drive INT.
Yeah, you say reset, I say Control-Alt-Delete. Pretend like it didn't even happen. You got to flush it in a hurry.
Ready. 11, Thomas.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offset.
Everyone was set, and at the line, the quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still first down. On 1, ready?
Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty.
11. Here we go.
Off the play fake, Burrow. And he'll get it up to the 27.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw in a double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
They'll run here. It's Zach Moss who gets it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Let's go.
Offense to the line fast.
11 MT.
First down.
Going to the ground again on first. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 11. Big 13.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
That's good for the Bengals. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run again with Brown. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Zach Sealer there to bring him down.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play. Because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
Catch made by Chase Brown. Into the secondary past the 40. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. The Dolphins out to an early advantage. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Brown on the inside give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Now this defense is in the driver's seat, Kate. Right? When you make a stop like that on first down, now it's your discretion of just how aggressive you want to be following that play up.
Running on second with Moss. Room to run inside the 20. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line.
A gain of 15
Moving
yards.
quickly, trying to get set.
That's another Bengals first down. A gain of 15.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
on. Ready?
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Bengals at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. Second down now, they need 7.
Here we go. Hit 11 MT. Hey. Stop.
Now again, he gets crushed behind the line and the ball comes out. And the Dolphins got it. Off to the races, middle of the field. The 30. The 10. And Miami returns this to the end zone. Touchdown. The Dolphins grow their lead just before halftime. A great return out of him makes a great play into one of our game's biggest highlights with that touchdown.
Yeah, some serious running back skills right there for a linebacker. He doesn't get too many chances to show out like that. The only time we normally see him at top speed, Kate, is when he's running down a ball carrier. To put that ball in his hands, but going to be denied.
On the return, this is Piran. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. The Bengals and running back Chase Brown getting set to begin another drive here. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a third consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Here we go. 180. Playing hot. 11 MT. Hey. 11. Stop.
Burrow setting the throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. So it'll be 3rd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
3rd down, here's Miles. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. Malik Washington will return this for the Dolphins. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So Miami headed out for its 2nd drive of the game. They're up 2 touchdowns and could make it a 3-score game here. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. 2 now from the gun. Looking slant route complete. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And he's going to score a touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get more points to end our offside 1st half. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him. Had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go.
Burrow on the play action. This is a heater going deep. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And Fatu Melifonwu with the INT. And the Dolphins might be able to get some points late after the interception.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Defense showing blitz. Tagovailoa. Bengals get to him and take him down. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. Here's the final play of our first half. Final throw before the break. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
The receiver this skill, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Just hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Here comes the Miami offense for the opening possession of the third. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to ride.
Trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Tagovailoa now against the blitz. And they get to him again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
One thing you learn about NFL halftimes, Kate, is they're a lot quicker than the college game. You got to make your adjustments in a hurry, and boy, has this defense. Back-to-back sacks, setting up what could be a very quick 3 and out, and an early boost in the second half.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
All in left side. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
11
second and
MT,
2
Kate.
at the 31-yard line.
Give on second, it's Brown. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Burrow throwing here, 3rd and 2. And it's caught. Chase has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question. The greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
11.
Burrow on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard
11
at
MT.
the 47-yard
Burrow
line.
out of the shotgun. Catch made. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
Chase. A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Bengals.
All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's the Bengals with possession, but they're in a pretty deep hole to start the fourth.
On 1, ready?
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go. 11. Right 80. 12. Stop.
To the air again, it's Burrow. This one's going to hit the ground to incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
It's now second and 2.
Let's get set. Can. Stop.
To throw again, it's Burrow. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
At the 15-yard line.
Right 80. 11. Stop.
Again, it's Burrow. It's inside the 10. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Right 80. Legs hot. 11. 11 MT. Stop.
Sticking in the air. It's Burrow. He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals making the scoreboard look a touch better. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21.
Bengals 7.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Washington now to return. Showing a little burst so far. Has a hole left, room to run. Into the red zone. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins put up even more points in a win. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dolphins grow their lead yet again.
35. Bengals 7.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They bring their tight end left.
Big 13. Stop.
Counter play. Wow. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Gun. Stop. 180. 180 shot. Stop.
Now give up the middle to Moss. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Bengals.
On one, ready?
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go. 180. Thomas. Stop.
First down. He is rocked. That ball's free. And the Dolphins pick it up. And they'll take over a little further upfield thanks to that return.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
They'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. Well, partner, we could see they had high hopes when they entered the stadium earlier today, hoping to pull the road victory off. We know, though, it can be so tough to win on the road, and there's some dejected faces as they leave this football field.
Never enjoyed these flights home. Going to be a long...
Will Reichert has it all teed up. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. Spins out of one side. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
They connect on the deep shot. They're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. That goes for 36 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
A gain of 36 yards. And a Bengal first down.
Burrow from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now it's second down. From the gun, a give to Brown. They'll cobble together a yard there. Play brought to an end by Jonathan Grenard. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Third down, give to Brown. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Pace on the tackle.
And on fourth down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. This one from 47 yards away. Oh, and that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good. Wide left. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Second down carry for Jones. He takes this up to around the 46. That's going to leave him a yard at most from that marker on third down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
7-yard gain.
A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
It's Jones on the toss. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
Trey Hendrickson on
Now, we
the
love to
tackle.
talk about corners, those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. We're through one on Monday Night Prime Time. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackle made by Demetrius Knight. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Straight ahead they go with Jones. This is ahead for about 5. There's Geno Stone up there to make that play.
He was brought down at the 28.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Jones once more. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Will Reichard now to try the Vikings field goal. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Reichard connects there. And they are able to get their first 3 points of this game.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. Early momentum with that field goal.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. return. Here's Jones. Showing a little burst so far. And an excellent effort there. Sets him up almost at midfield. The Bengals all set to go for their second drive. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run here, it's Zach Moss who gets it. He was descended upon quickly and dropped after a second-yard gain. Brought down by Javon Hargrave.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very clean play.
And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals get some late points and the lead. Zach Moss, the touchdown. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals take a 4-point lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, Isaiah Rogers. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say, on offense, let every drive end in a kick. Bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
Hoping to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Staying on the ground with Jones. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 4th and long. The Vikings getting their punt team out. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away.
You know, I'm sure Coach would prefer he not flirt with disaster on the return. No additional damage is done, however. They're fortunate to get the ball back, and everyone can breathe a little sigh of relief.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
And not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Here we go.
So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hanson, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hanson and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Rogers. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense headed out to start this 3rd quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
And the Vikings.
New
first
set of downs
down.
for him at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky. Stay tight and force the throw away.
From the gun, Jones gets it. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60, 19 Lions.
McCarthy throwing on third down. Lasers this one deep. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. How about a big hitter, 30-40 yards there and a new set of downs. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up third and 12.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out third and 12. Play action, McCarthy. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals get it back on the final play of the quarter. So just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Bengals with it. They've got the lead, but this game is close.
On 2.
Cincinnati into formation. It's first and 10.
Here we go.
Up the gut, they go with Moss. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down.
Can. 12. 11.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still second down.
On 1, ready?
They break the huddle. It's second down now.
Here we go. 11 MT. 180. 11 mighty. 11. Stop.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Gets it to his man, like Gesicki. And the hit arrived shortly after that football did, but he hangs on for a gain down to the enemy 44.
Third down and 4.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust, and trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
Here they go, getting set for third and 4.
Here we go. Stop.
Moss with it. This is not going to get it done on third down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss.
Murphy on the tackle.
Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Big moment coming up for Evan McPherson on this attempt. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Doesn't look like it has the leg, and it falls well short of the post. And their lead will remain unchanged in the fourth.
Obviously, Kate, that miss would have made it a touchdown game. But think of it this way, it's still a touchdown game. But instead of it forcing overtime, now it's going to give them a loss.
Drive starts with an option, right side. He's still going at the 30. Down to the 10. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings jump in front late. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Vikings make the play that should win them this game. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they still have two available for them as we approach the end of this game. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final two timeouts. So they are indeed kings in the north as the Vikings win it at home. And it still shows up as a victory for them, Brock, whether they score 50 or they have a rough day putting points on the board.
Give them what they asked for. It's not enough.
Will Reichert, the kickoff for the Vikings.
Will Reichert has it all teed up. Monday Night Prime Time is underway. Here comes Malik Washington.
Malik
So
Washington.
the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Unfortunately, those injuries returned last season. Katie played his fewest games since his rookie season 11. It was pretty obvious, too. Those Dolphins, 6-5 with him, 2-4 without him. He's a difference maker.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Throw right away, Tagovailoa. Rolling left, buying some time. He tucks it and takes off. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Positive of that effort. He didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. That's caught. Devon Achane. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. They're set up at the 35 now.
A gain of 12.
1st down. Here's Tua.
First down.
Flush down out to his left. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
2nd down and 10. Tagovailoa finds him on the crossing run. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
You know these teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much mileage. I don't care what the stat sheet said and how long that gain was. That dude ran a long way, all the way across the field, but it paid dividends.
Vikings get there. They're going to win this run. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
2nd down.
Tua now from the gun. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field.
The ball is out. Oh, and the kicking team's got it.
I'm pretty sure his special teams coach is going to have a talk with him after that one. He can get as creative as he wants and do whatever he wants. Just don't lose yardage or the ball. You start doing either, and there's a problem.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa escapes the pocket. Vikings bring pressure, and they got it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the 1st play.
2nd down.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. They get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
We'll get it complete to Alexander Madison. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. That's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They'll begin the quarter with 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. Ivan Pace has got it. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line, and then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Intended target that time was Aaron Jones. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. The Vikings have a lot of work to do for any points before the break. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. That's the first down, and he's still going. And he's going to be stopped around the 37. A gain of 27 yards there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10. Here's Jones. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard
After the
pickup.
3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. Let's see what he can do on the return. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. It's up close to the 30. The Dolphins offense returning to the field a final time before the half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Gets this one to Waller. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Not first down. Here's Tagovailoa. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's short of first after a mild gain. All right, with 6 seconds left. We've got a timeout.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Vikings 34-yard line.
Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all in there, and he did. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. On the return, Isaiah Rodgers. What a hit, and the ball's loose! And they steal it back on the return. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our studios in Orlando. Scott Hanson with you, and we'll keep it brief because the scoring has been brief. Just 1 field goal as we play on 3-0. I was promised there'd be touchdowns, so let's find out if we can get one in the 3rd quarter. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime report. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Sanders all set to send it away.
For Miami.
Ty Chandler to return. Making some progress here. A great effort, but he got popped at the end of it.
The Vikings
Minnesota
take
all
over
set to
first
go for
and
its second
10
drive.
at their own
And their defense sure has
33-yard
kept this
line.
game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Ball at the 33 for first down. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're setting it up here with 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. It gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Jones again on 2nd down. Makes the tackle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs just like Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Here's Jones. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And the Dolphins have it. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, Kate's going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
On the move, hit it right. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. And the Vikings are finally stopped on the return. But they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone.
Second down pass. Intercepted.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
This is Jones. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got the tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Looking underneath, it's Jones. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
To Aaron Jones. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All right, we reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He'll throw it. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
A 31-yard attempt.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And they tied it up late in the 4th.
Prospect of overtime now, Kate's right on the horizon thanks to that field goal. His mindset, though, it's the same as all his teammates out there. We're about to take the field. Let's go get this ball back. Let's find a way to win this thing in regulation.
He's brought down just inside the 25. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And the question out there is, Brock, how early and often Are they going to try passing here after they were picked off on the previous drive?
Well, I think the answer to that is how much trust does this play caller have in his quarterback? We're going to get to find out right now.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. They're set up at the 35 now.
First down.
Tagovailoa on first down. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Vikings will be set up great after a terrific return down inside the 15.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. And now this offense has got a chance to do so.
On the carry, this is Jones. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
As a corner in this league, well, you go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings in range for a game-winning score. The ball on the 13. Once again, it's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Jones. They call it 1, maybe 2 yards in the end, Brock. It's 3rd down. That is 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning. We've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. 3rd down here. Need 8 on the play. It's Jones on the toss. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings have taken the lead late. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Went after try good by Eicher. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Washington now to return. Things going well so far. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
They're 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Here he is to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down. To throw. Trying to push deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Vikings make the play that should win them this game. Oh, man, Brock. Somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And they nearly picked up the first down with that effort. Ball advances to the 45-yard line. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Jones once more. And it's going to be a win for the Vikings here today as they get the first down. They can take the clock down to 0 now.
And the Vikings, first down.
So it's a win for the Vikings. And it still shows up as a victory for them, Brock, whether they score 50 or they have a rough day putting points on the board. And his punter, Ethan Evans, going to send this one away. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Darius Davis to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led up by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Just ho-hum, more of the same production from Herbert in year 5. In fact, it was the cleanest football of his career, Kate. 23 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. He's got to check that box in playoff wins. That's not easy to do in this AFC.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They'll run here with Amarion Hampton. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Third down, they need 7. Third and long, they're going to throw. Cover man is there, he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at a 4th down. He has it at the 33. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. So here come the Rams on offense, ready for their opening drive. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle father time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity just...
This is caught inside the 15. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Set. 21. Like 7.
First down throw here for Stafford. complete. Nakua on the left side. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And he's going to be knocked backwards. This loses yards to the 7.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
That's one quarter done in our showdown of LA teams. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Rams in a real good spot to score. Stafford now on third down. He has the first over the middle. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams get the game's first points here in the second. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's Evans set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Chargers getting their offense set for their second drive. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. Score 7-0. LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
This is Harris on second down. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up third down.
Quinton Lake on the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. It's the Chargers with 7 to go here on third down. To the air on third and long. Getting out to his left. He's running for it. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up an LA first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing on first is Herbert. Low left side, caught by Davis. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Baylor Tiger.
First and 10, Herbert. Throw is caught. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
5 still to go here. This is second down.
Kappa.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. Looking to his fullback now. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
And the Chargers first down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Now Herbert again. This is complete. It's Davis. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half.
For the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Dicker connects there.
The kick
And it's
is
dropped
good.
back down now to a 4-point
That's the
game.
score.
So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our third quarter.
Really, I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that drink you got in
Cameron
channel.
Dicker to kick off
I mean,
for
on
the
my little
Chargers.
mouse
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
Pay your bills.
Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
Rams take over first and
The
10.
Rams headed back after their second drive now.
5-yard line.
And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Hey, 22. Ready, hot.
Here's Stafford. Chased out to his right. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
32. Stay 50, stay 50. Double right. Ready, hot.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. Oh, a mess on the move here. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
You always hear about a tight end as a quarterback's best friend. That play is so indicative of it, Kate. You love a big target, and you know if you could hit him in stride, he's got a chance to get some big yards after the catch.
Hey, 5-0. Ready, hot.
Throwing now on first down. Stafford escapes the pocket. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Ready, hot.
Back to the air we go on 2nd. Stafford buys time, rolling right. Pass complete. 2-2 Atwell. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
On for the field goal. A 31.
Carney's kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Makes the score.
Well, they'll take it. Some points to add a little to what's still a pretty small lead. Eventually, I think we all know they've got to find a way to reach the end zone.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis.
Darius Davis.
Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down to just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Set. 280. Get up. Set.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. 16 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a first. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Set. 21. Set.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. Just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Set. Set.
Harris once more. And that tackle came at the last moment to save the first, didn't it? That sets up 3rd and short from the 37.
37-yard line.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
Set.
A 3rd down run with Harris. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chargers down by 7.
All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keeps scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some shit that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it. Yeah, let me know where. Yeah, the 60 friendly, but it's where I lay up. Lay up. I been Steph Curry with the shot. Been cooking with the sauce. Chef Curry with the what? 360 with the wrist, boy. This boy.
That play clock was getting pretty low. Jim Harbaugh calls time. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Need to keep this drive going. Here's 4th and inches.
Set.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. Loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
Okay, instead of my usual why, I'm going to ask you how. How do you stop them short on the sneak right there? And the answer, well, most of the time you can't, and you don't. And that's why they'll go to that sneak time and time again.
A give left side. Here's Harris. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
2nd down here. Another give to Harris. And they find him after just a yard. And it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Set. Hey, ram. 380. Ready.
Staying on the ground with Harris. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.
Let me in or let me go. Honestly, try honesty. No, just tell me what I want to hear, 'cause it could save us. Let me fly, I've got my hopes, but I can hardly see why I'm still chasing. It's not worth it for me anymore. Crashed and burned 100 times I'm lost. I just can't let this go. Every last chance I had is gone, but I just can't let you know. I just can't let you know. But I just can't let you know.
Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. Monday Night Prime Time is underway. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product Justin Herbert.
Herbert's one of these rare quarterbacks that when he is on, he makes this game look effortless and easy. Part of it's his throwing motion that's crisp and clean with great power. And it's also an athleticism. He'll make you pay with his legs, too. Man, he is just a joy to watch.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. 2nd down. Wait for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Yeah, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. He's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's 3rd down now.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Running behind center with Harris. And he hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. He's got it at the 24. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. It's last season's Offensive Rookie of the Year at the helm, Brock. What a rookie season he had. Led his team to the conference title game for the first time since 1991. It's Jaden Daniels.
Kate, when you partner a relentless work ethic with elite athleticism, you get Jaden Daniels. He put on an absolute show. One of the best rookie years in the history of the game for a quarterback. And with a work ethic and speed and arm, I don't know why he would ever slow down.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Ready?
On the gun, it's Daniels. That's complete to Zach Ertz. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down, they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
They gain 14 on the play, and the Commanders will have a first.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Washington Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this.
On the jump.
Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Commanders getting their first red zone look. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. Another carry for Robinson. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's 2nd down. They get 6, and we've reached the 2-minute warning.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Staying with Robinson. He's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 3rd down give to Robinson. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's good. For Commanders, first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Robinson. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up
Okay,
2nd and
all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders get some late points and the lead. In that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock. Methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start, I mean great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. First and 10. Here's Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
From the gun, they go with Harris. Breaks a tackle, he's still going. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Herbert on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Herbert from the gun. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
You know they're going to keep giving him looks, keep calling pass plays. You cannot survive a game without a completion, but the results so far, yeah, they've been a little bit rough.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw it. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. One last play before the break. Throwing here just before halftime. Herbert lost the football. And the Commanders pick this one up. There he goes on the right side. And Washington finishes the return to the end zone. Touchdown. The Commanders will extend their lead as time expires in the half. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites.
The call came in before the teams even hit the locker rooms. We're skipping halftime. We're starting the 3rd quarter right away.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Austin Eckler on the return. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Commanders and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now.
33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Drive It's Robinson. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Chargers think they have it, and they do.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, push that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a
Previous
turnover.
play is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble.
Here we go.
On second down, Robinson. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Daniel's gonna keep it. Rolling into enemy territory. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. With slated downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, here's Daniels. And the man is there to knock that away.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up those just like that.
And that one doesn't give him much, give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Panther 60, Panther 60,
Third and long for him here. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It is the Commanders with the football and a nice lead, too, as they try to finish off this win. All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Robinson up the middle. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Gosh, I gotta just be honest with you, kid. I marvel at the strength we see out of these running backs. Strength, the agility. Not that they weren't strong when I was playing, but the guys today just run right through contact at times without even blinking. That's how you get those big chunk yard runs.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Robinson. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
It's a loss of 8. Makes it 3rd and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Commanders feeling good with a 14-point advantage. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Commanders have likely locked up the win rate. So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth. And they want to take one more look. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Game to kick off for Washington.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Charger offense making its way to the field. Yeah, and if we're being honest, Brock, this game already over. It was a while ago, but still something for this offense to play for. They can try to avoid that shutout.
Yeah, it's kind of like a game, like baseball, right? You're looking up at that scoreboard, and you know it's impossible, but find some momentum, something good to build on for next week.
Forced out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way. We need to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Has it in close. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's another Chargers first down. Gain of 11 on the play.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. McConkey's got it again. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
18 more yards. That's another Chargers first down.
Hey, count it.
1st and 10.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Ooh, almost a throw to cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
It's Herbert once more. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
That one's good to McConkey. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get it back to within 2 possessions. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers get it back to a 14-point game.
Commanders 21, Chargers 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, this is McCaffrey. A pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And with just a lone timeout remaining across the field, they're going to be able to run out this clock on the victory.
Ready, set.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Here's Robinson, start the drive. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So next to the nation's capital, it's a home win for the Commanders. Well, we know they had high hopes when they entered the stadium earlier today, Brock. We saw it, but it can be so tough to win on the road. And there's some dejected faces now as they leave this football field.
Oh, and that flight home, oh, it's going to be a long one, a silent one, as they ruminate on the outcome of this game.
this one started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50. For the Rams offense, getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out, it's one of the game's all-time leading passers. The top pick back in 2009. Still going strong. It's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle father time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age, we see the arm fall apart. We see the wear in the tear and the velocity disappear. We're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
This one misses the tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
40 guys, set, double right.
Stafford back to throw. And trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Might just be a little late to get the ground game going, opening up this game with back-to-back passes. But when you come out of the gate slow and you put yourself behind the sticks, you really don't get in that rhythm you want to find early.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Rams going to punt on fourth down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
He may have been drafted second in 2024, but Daniels was the rookie we couldn't stop talking about last season nor take our eyes off of. He really came to put the capital D in dual threat. 3,500 yards and 25 touchdowns passing. That's 900 yards and 6 touchdowns on the ground.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Here's Robinson. And he gets him around 6 there. That was Darius Williams on the tackle.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
He's going to bring this down to their 35. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first. They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10, around to Robinson. He's past the 25. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
I don't know, Kate, I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
First carry now for Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. Gay with the point after. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Whittington now on the return.
Jordan Whittington on the return. The Rams take over a first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Stafford. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. Racing down the left side. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They've got a first to begin the fray. Throwing now, Stafford. On the move, headed right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play, and boy, did the defense do it there.
Throw wheeled in by Higbee. He gets this down to the 13-yard line.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. It's the Rams. With it, 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Rams earn the chance to tie before halftime. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Rams tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Austin Eckler on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
70.
On the give, here's Robinson. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, Daniels. You look underneath here, Robinson. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Trying one here with Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
These aren't the plays that will lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice game by the back. And now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. He dodged the tackle. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Daniels. Short pass brought in. Escapes the defender. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. In the red zone on 1st. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
To throw again, it's Daniels. And he's got it. It's in close. And that's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take the lead just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Whittington now on the return. big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. He'll throw it. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And all the way back it goes. It's a Washington pick six. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make the pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a two-score ball game here as we resume play. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Eckler now to return it. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Commander offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Starting the half with Robinson. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Here we go, here we go.
Daniels on first down. He's got it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. He's been as active in the passing game as anyone on this team, and to very good results, Brock.
Yeah, it just feels like, Kate, nobody can cover him. And that's the advantage you have with these elite running backs, these dual threat guys that can run and catch it. The safety can't guard him, the nickelback can't guard him. Maybe even a corner's not going to guard this guy today.
Offense to the line for second down. From the gun, it's Daniels. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Brings up third down and 13.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now Daniels off the play action. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
The Commanders ready for the punt.
The Rams take over.
Out come the Rams on offense. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. First call here coming from the shotgun. Stafford from the gun. Chased out to his right. And the Commanders' rush brings him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Loss of 11 yards. It's second down.
Right, 22.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to third down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
So just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on third?
40 got 50, 20.
Here's Stafford from his own end zone. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, there was no way that defense was going to pass up on that opportunity. I dare to say that was the most energetic and frenzied we've seen them all game. I don't think they could believe the offense would go for it that.
And he's in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Gay to add the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. Pass it near the 5. And he's into the end zone, and that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them, and it adds an extra 2 to their lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Corum now on the return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And they've really been smothered by that defense all game. Not just on the scoreboard, partner. Any yards at all. They've just been tough to come by.
Yeah, just hard yards. Just hard. Just no rhythm, really, throughout this one. Let's give some credit to that defense, who has just had their number from beginning to end.
And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Second and 10. Need something positive here. Stafford now. It's complete to Higbee. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Rams hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. It's a nickel look from the Commanders. Third down. Here's Stafford. That one complete to Higbee. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. This one goes for 3 yards. And the Rams are going to have a first down. Now Stafford again. That's our target, Puka Nacua. Just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
First down. A gain of 19 yards.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Adams downfield. And he's taken down at the 30. Offense in the hurry up here.
22.
Stafford now on first down. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Working quickly here. On first down, here's Stafford. Delivers another one to Williams. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Now we're on here with Blake Corum. They were ready for him. They won that battle on the ground. This is backed up to the 9. Now the Rams are going to use their third and final timeout. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Omaha. Ready, move. 30.
Shotgun snap to Sanford. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. Offense in a hurry up here. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Throw caught by his running back. And they are sent off the field. He had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Commanders breaking out the victory formation here as he goes to a knee. So score this as a win for the Commanders. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And Monday Night Prime Time is underway. Gray now on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And he'll go out of bounds after getting it all the way down inside the kicking team's 45.
There's one less thing now this offense got to worry about, silencing the home crowd early. That return, well, it already did that. The fever pitch we began with, Kate's quieted to a dull murmur following a tremendous return by the special teams unit.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And have him gain about a handful there. Tackle made by Jair Brown.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Second down run by Pacheco. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. They get 22 on that one. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Going to the ground again on first. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Last this run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Here's a give to Hunt. And he's going to get him 7 there. It's third down coming up.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards. They just got a very successful one.
They get 2 on the play, and now they've got first and goal. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, setting an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know what I know. Successful run.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. They're led out by the fourth-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Escapes the pocket. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
On 3rd down, Purdy has a man downfield. It's Jennings. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. We're through one on Monday Night Prime Time. 7-0 is our score. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this.
The 42-yard line.
We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at first down here. To the air again. Purdy. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Get set, get set. Watch out,
Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. And he's just a little bit short of that first down. They stop him at the 33.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like in a walk, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers earn the chance to tie before halftime. Jake Moody on for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the 49ers start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Gray now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the 2nd time this game. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. He's going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Back to the air, Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Isaiah Pacheco. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the Niners' 32-yard
Again,
line.
Mahomes to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on third down. Hunt trying things up the gut. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football, and that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
They sent it out to New York just to be safe, and the folks there saw enough to change that call.
Hey, 57.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Looking for Isaiah Pacheco out of the backfield. And it's going to be second down.
Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Attack!
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Deep down the right sideline, it's his running back making the catch. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. From the red zone on first. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take the lead just before halftime. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. Andy Reid sending in that call quick. They are going for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing again, Mahomes. He has it, but he's not going to reach the end zone, so they get 6, but not an extra 2 just before the break. Man, just great work by the defense there, Brock. The coverage really forced that throw short of the goal line, and then they got downhill to clean that play up.
I love that word right there. You just nailed it, downhill. You throw it short, you allow those defenders with great speed and tenacity to come downhill on you. No chance for the 2 points.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He'll throw it. He rolls to his right. But he has it knocked out. And the offense gets it back, but of little consequence here. We've reached halftime in this one. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hanson, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hughes.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our two teams here, no doubt, made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our third quarter. Butker on now to kick this one away. Galindo to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. We'll see the San Francisco offense first this half as they're headed out now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points. This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35.
That's a gain of 7.
On 3rd down, Chiefs going with a nickel. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. Space on the right. He's got room. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers make their way to the end zone. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Mooney knocks that extra point through. And they'll take the lead.
The score, Niners 14, Chiefs 13. Jake Moody takes
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, here's Nico Mejia. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a pickup of 26. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
First down. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Kansas City.
To the air, Mahomes. Brought in. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he takes this to the 38, so it's going to be 3rd and very short.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. We'll go with Hunt on the run. We'll have the first down and even more. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Offense to the line fast.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Up down by Fred Warner.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down.
Yellow. Yellow.
Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. Hits his running back. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Chiefs trail by just one. Setting up, second and goal. Here's Hunt up the middle. And he's going to be brought down after running this to the 8. 5 yards on that play, but third and goal is still going to be longer than they'd like. We'll get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Fifth DB out there now. Big rep for this defense on third and goal. Throwing now. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's we got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play called back.
That one is good. And late in the fourth, they have grabbed the lead.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here come the 49ers on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Setting up to pass. Buying some time right. He takes it himself. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
It's second and 8 at the 30.
He'll look to throw it. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the 49ers first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Brings up second and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Here he is to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to connect, but it winds up incomplete. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
This is is outside of field goal range, so no choice but to go for it here.
Yellow. Outside. Yellow. 118. What's up? Yellow. Yellow.
Desperation time here on fourth. He's got Ayuk downfield. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Now we get a timeout, and with just 2 seconds left, this game has set us up with an incredible ending. So everything comes down to this from Jake Moody. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. The entire game now resting on the right foot of this kicker. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. The kick is good. He got it. And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner. So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. And it took everybody at the end. First to set up that field goal, and then for him to go out and win it with that accurate kick. It wasn't a dominating win by any means, partner, but a great show of resiliency to fight back and steal it away. Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. On the return, here's Nico Mejia. Good work so far. He's got room. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them as he always does, a quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Pistol now for Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. From the pistol, here comes Pacheco. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought down by Jahan Campbell. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. He completes it in traffic. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
You know, some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs, but Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. I hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because it only took him a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them, the guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Mejia with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. They'll get it to Rashee Rice. Complete. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Prime Time. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. We'll return to the link right after this. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They've got a first to begin the frame. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down throw, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch can still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, and you got to take advantage of that opportunity, defense just did.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets his tight end on the corner route. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
It's a gain of 19 and brings up 3rd down.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Hits him on the out route. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone to the line.
A loss of 13 yards. It's 2nd down.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing 2nd and 23. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Good strike downfield to Kelsey. tie it before halftime. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Avery Williams on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And they'll have enough time to try to get it into field goal range, just a shade over 40 seconds remaining. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Hurts now from the gun. Put some heat on this deep ball, left side. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was 1 hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, they've got a first down here. So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
And this is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, you get a little push, and now you get a 3rd down conversion via penalty.
They'll run here following the penalty. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Just really nice execution on his part to convert there. For the kicker to pay off, really the execution of his teammates. He works so much on situational opportunities. Those minutes before halftime, and they maximized it.
He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Philadelphia has its offense out to start this third quarter. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. But it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Here's Hurts. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First down, along with Barkley. That one only good for a couple. It's second down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Go Silver, ready? Right Hornet. Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left, Delta.
Throwing from the gun here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for
Saquon Barkley, the intended target. So they're left facing third and long.
third down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Air it out on third. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
First down. A gain of 19 yards.
Mahomes on first and 10. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll get this up to his own 44. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Second down now. They need 7.
Yellow. Attack. Hey, yellow, hey, go. Right side.
Here's Mahomes. He finds Kelsey running the slant. And he doesn't get the chance to add on to that play, but this still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
Yellow. 40. 15.
To the air, Mahomes. Throws caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a pocket. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
That one gains 7. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just looking for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Chiefs trail by a field goal. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow. 15. 43. Hey, color. Watch out.
Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for second down.
I don't need a rip list. Watch out.
Running this with Hunt. He's dropped a big stop and a big moment there, Brock. He could not afford to lose yards there. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point. Leading 4 here on third down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive.
Yellow. That's a line. Yellow. Watch out.
Throwing now. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Yellow. That's a line. Yellow. Hey, 43. Watch out.
Desperation time here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And they got the field goal when it mattered most. And that kicked the difference in the game and what lets them leave here with a victory.
Don't look back, we're here to stay. A life we knew would come one day. And this is it, the borderline to where the future leaves us behind. The fire will burn and never die. Looking through the eyes of a brand new life. And so just find me, just find me. Sparks will fly if we scream no. This is not how we're gonna go. We are the ones who will never let go. Just watch us run to where no one knows. We'll never grow. We'll never grow.
Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. Monday Night Prime Time is underway. Isaac Galindo to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
This gets forward to around the 29. Jahan Campbell, yet another first-round defender out of Alabama. They're on the tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's Purdy to throw. The target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard
Purdy throwing here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. From the gun is Purdy. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're rolling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
You know, as a quarterback, you got to give your man enough space to make that catch inbounds. That was off just enough to carry him to the sideline before he could establish possession.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Again, it's Brock Purdy. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
49er, 1st down. A gain of 21 yards.
1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
To throw again, it's Purdy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. On 3rd down, Purdy. This one's quickly to Jennings. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, you need to make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. So in the end, the armchair quarterbacks, Kate, are going to tell you the more aggressive-minded play caller would have been correct. It would have been a better decision to go for it as they come up with nothing from that field goal try.
This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. was Saquon Barkley. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Eagles, first down.
No
First
touchdown.
and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone on first. Short pass brought in. He's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. Barkley will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles get the game's first points here in the second. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Patrick Taylor to return. And he crawls to the 15 before they stop him. San Francisco headed out for its second possession of the game. And they take the field with nothing to show from their last series, Brock. Gotta imagine they're pretty upset with how it ended.
Yeah, and the only way to flush that feeling, and the good teams do this, is to go down and make sure your kicker's not attempting a field goal.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles will be on the doorstep of the end zone as he is stopped just short of a pick six. Oh, there he was, a step away from making the post-game highlights you see on the news from going viral. Couldn't quite get there. Now that and he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 13-0 lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
49ers nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Taylor to return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked off.
And kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. They will continue to do so.
Back to the air on second. Purdy chased out to his right. Now he takes it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
Here he goes, third and long. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And this one hits first to the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, okay? And unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. They go to Barkley again. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Going to the ground again. Fighting his way through, but he lost the football. But it looked like an Eagle flew in and was first to the ball. They're going to maintain possession. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. They'll stick with the ground game here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10.
He's back to throw. And he can't escape. He goes down. A flag, though, down with him. Let's see, did somebody hold up front, or is this marker going to wipe away that great sack?
Automatic first down.
Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hanson for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Just hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's Avery Williams on the return. Jukes away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And they don't need anything out of this drive right now, Brock. That lead's already been built as we look to the scoreboard. But like architects, they might want to see just how high they can take it.
We're going to know here in just a second on how they attack these opening plays. Do they opt to take it easy, play conservative? Just keep stepping on that gas.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Hauled in by Gunner, left side. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
On the left side. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. So from the 3, here's second and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
Dillon. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. A.J. Dillon, the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles make it a 24-point ball game. It's all set for the kickoff. Taylor to return. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's 49ers football as we near the end of what has been a largely one-sided game they'd like to forget. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Purdy. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8, 2nd down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and inches.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. 49ers trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Sticking to the air here, it's Purdy. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. So 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. To the air again. Purdy escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded. And they forced a 4th down.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Ayuk put in motion left. Desperation time here on 4th. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Purdy. Headed out right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line.
A loss of 12 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. It's inside the 10. And stop me if you've heard this before, Rob. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Eagles keep running away with this. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd total continue piling onto this lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Taylor to return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun is Purdy. Left side secured by Ayuk. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a 49er first down. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. Right back to Ayuk it goes. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. San Francisco calls it second timeout. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
First and 10.
Purdy on first down. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's second down coming up. Play action now. Purdy. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted. Oh, the ball is loose again. They'll recover, still with it. And that's going to do it, Brock. Some excitement, nearly a turnover. What is the final play of this football game? So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And if they could play at this level every time out, well, their coaches would be happy as they could be. Total team effort, a dominating victory.